Alright, today we're looking at Lesson 7.5, Part 1. We're going to be simplifying and evaluating expressions using the properties of logarithms. There's your past skill for today. Alright, the first thing is the product property of logarithms. I'm going to demonstrate what this means. Alright, suppose that I have x, some number, is equal to log base b of a. And suppose I have y is equal to log base b of some other number. Well, I don't know what either this is or that, all right? But I do know that this implies that b to the x is equal to a, and b to the y is equal to c. So, by that, we can go over here and say then, if that's the case, then b to the x times b to the y has to equal a times c. Now, following our rules of exponents, when you're multiplying the bases the same, we can just add these exponents. So that is actually b to the x plus y equals a times c. Now, if I'll do the logarithm of both sides, let's make the logarithm base b. Log base b of b to the x plus y equals log base b of a times c. And you recall that this means b to some power equals b to the x plus y. So this right here is just x plus y equals log base b of a times c. Now, up here we said that x was log base b of a. And we said that y is log base b of c. And that's got to equal log base b of a times c. So this illustrates the product property of logarithms. When I have a product in here, I can break it apart into log base b of a plus log base b of c. That's useful in this type of problem right here. We've been given that log base 5 of 2 is approximately this number. We want to find log base 5 of 250. Log base 5 of 250. Now, 250 is actually 2 times 125, which is 5 to the third power. So this is the same as saying log base 5 of 2 times 5 to the third power. If we break that apart now, that's the same as saying log base 5 of 2 plus log base 5 of 5 to the third power. Okay, log base 5 of 2 is given to us up here. It's an approximation of 0.4307. And log base 5 of 5 to the third power is 3. All I need to do is add these two things together, and that gets me an approximation of 3.4307. That's the product property of logarithms. Now we're going to look at the quotient property of logarithms. Well, if we were multiplying and that made us add, then of course when we divide, we're going to be subtracting here. Okay? So if I have log base 2 of 5 sixths, I can instead work log base 2 of 5 minus log base 2 of 6. So let's look at this one. Log base 3 of 7. And I've been given log base 3 of 28 and log base 3 of 4. Well, 28 divided by 4 is 7, so I'm going to rewrite this using numbers that I have. Log base 3 of 28 over 4. Now breaking that apart, that's saying log base 3, 28 minus log base 3 of 4. Use the given numbers. That's 3.0331 minus 1.2619. And now I just need to subtract these two numbers right here, okay? So that's going to be 11 minus 9 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 13 minus 6 is 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's our approximation, and that's how you go about doing those. Now, the last thing that we're covering today is the power product of logarithms. Basically what it's saying is that when I'm doing a logarithm of something to a power, I can instead take that power and slide it out to the front. Here's an example. Let's say I've got log base 2 of 4 to the third power. Well, using these rules, that's going to be 3 times log base 2 of 4. Now 4 is 2 squared. And log base 2 of 2 squared is 2. So this is actually 3 times 2, which is 6. We look at this instead now. Log base 2 of 4 to the third power is the same as saying 2 to the 6th power, because that's 64, and 64 is 2 to the 6th power. So we know that the answer is going to be 6, and so we know that this does work. Alright, so given that log base 5 of 6 is approximately this number, find the value of log base 5 of 216. Okay, first thing we want to do is break that 216 apart. Okay? And so when we're doing that, 216 is 2 times 108, which is 2 times 54, which is 2 times 27, which is 3 to the third power. So really what we have is 2 to the third, 3 to the third, which is the same as saying 6 to the third. So I'm going to treat this like log base 5 of 6 to the third power, which is going to be 3 times log base 5 of 6. Log base 5 of 6 is given to us, so that's 3 times 1.1133, which is going to be 3.3399. Now, your exercises today, just one second. Now, in your exercises today, you're going to be using a variety of these different things. So in this is problem number 13, log base 5 of 144. Now 144 is 12 squared, which is 4 times 3 squared. I got it in terms of 4s and 3s because that's what they give us here. So breaking this down, that's the same as saying log base 5 of 4 squared times 3 squared. Use our product property to break this apart. Log base 5 of 4 squared plus log base 5 of 3 squared. Now use the powers property. We're going to rewrite this as 2 times log base 5 of 4 plus 2 times log base 5 of 3. Now approximations that they've given us, log base 5 of 4 is 0.8614 plus 2 times log base 5 of 3, which is 0.6826. At this point, just follow your order of operations, which is going to be 8, 2, 12, 17, plus 12, 5, 6, 13. Now add the two together. 10, 7, 8, 10, 3. So log base 5 of 144 is approximately 3.0870. Tomorrow we're going to be working on solving logarithmic equations, so you need this skill today.